tea.
You can tell she's never had one before.
Thank you.
Here, we gotta pour Mom some tea. Here, pour Dad some tea. Pour him some tea.
Hello everyone, and welcome back. As you saw, Zachary, Samantha, and little Rose came up here yesterday. They moved out of the house that they had that was about a little more than 2 hours south of here, and bought a house that's about an hour and a half north of here. And today is their closing day, so they spent the night in the fifth wheel, and their closing is I think around 1 o'clock today, 12:30 or 1 o'clock, and everything will be good and they can move into their new house. Everything worked good for them in the fifth wheel. Shower worked this morning, heat last night, air conditioning yesterday. And I didn't hear about any mosquitoes getting in there because they are horrible right now. My dad has been up to the cabin this whole entire week, and he said the bugs are really bad. A couple trees come down and took out part of his little cedar fence. The next time I go up there, I'm going to cut up the bigger part of it. Somebody said his chainsaw wouldn't do. And this coming up weekend, when we don't have, Brandon will be here, but when Zach and Sam are gone after today and stuff, we can start getting this garden planted. Well, Zach and Sam left a few hours ago now. In fact, their closing on their new place should be about done. And when he was here yesterday, we took a look at this mower. Remember, I had brought it in from behind the garage after the winter. It was under a tarp. And when I brought it in here, I just parked it. And then after I got back from Louisiana, this was on the floor. And I was like, oh crap, I wonder if like the main seal, whatever it is, where the shaft comes out and hooks up to the clutch that runs the blades, if that went out. And I just never had a chance to look at it. But then after we looked at it together here and pulled it out, it was just this thing right here. Can you see that? Let's see. That thing, which is some weird, it's stupid how they have it anyway for changing the oil. They used to just put a metal piece on there with a cap on the end and that was fine. But anyway, that was loose and that's where it's been leaking. So now I ran it last night and everything worked good. But I'm going to change the plugs because it does seem to foul out on me after I mow for a while. It'll just, last year anyway, it would just run on one cylinder. So I went up and if hopefully I have the right ones, I'm going to switch these out and put a little bit more oil in it and it should be ready to go. I don't know if they're going to be the right size. I didn't pull when I went in there. Told them what kind of motor I had. And I don't think this is going to be right. I'm going to pull them though because I do want 2 new plugs. Definitely not the same. Oh, these are just little ones. I went in and returned the other spark plugs and got 4 different ones that hopefully will work. I was just mowing. It was working awesome. I was doing the front yard. I did the whole side yard in front of the chicken coop, and I'm going up and down here, and it just quit. And the weirdest thing, if I turn on the key, no hours come on. You know how you can always pull this and you'll hear it click? The clutch clicking in, even if it's not running. Something electrical went. I mean, it was running, so I don't think you would even need to have a battery going, but maybe it's not like a car. I don't know. I was getting sick of it anyway. Time to get on the tractor and mow with that for a little while. Well, I got this whole field done. Could have did a little bit more on the edges, but that's enough for today. The mosquitoes like to hang out in that cool, tall grass. Trying to knock it down, maybe I can knock the mosquitoes back a little bit. I really can't tell you how bad that sucked. I don't know that my right shoulder will work tomorrow. You know, and none of this needed to be like this if I would have been here instead of in Louisiana. I mean, all this would have been taken care of right from the spring, you know, the start of spring. But just keep thinking that house closes 12 days from today. All certificates are in, all inspections passed. But man, this was a lot of work. I wish I could have just come in here with the riding mower. If I would have opened up the fence, I could have buzzed it down, but this worked out pretty good. I'm glad I got at least that done today. Today we celebrated Melissa's birthday, which was a couple of days ago, so we went out to Pedro's for lunch, her and I and Brandon, and then we had ice cream cake, and we just a birthday celebrating day. Oh, I'm just taking a look at this tiller. I checked it and it does have spark. Remember, we tried to start this before I went down between the trips to Louisiana and it wouldn't do anything. And now I just checked this and look at that bowl. It's just got all kinds of crud in there. Good morning, everybody. Melissa's gonna make breakfast for lunch, which I have not had in months. And we need some milk so she can make homemade biscuits. When I woke up this morning, it was just a couple minutes after 5, and it was only 42 degrees. Now it sounds like tomorrow it's gonna be a little rainy, or maybe there's a chance today also, and a high of 64. And then it's going to gradually get warmer, and by next weekend it should be in the mid to upper 80s, which isn't going to be nice, but it's going to feel good to me. It really is. Got everything I needed at Super One. Head back home. I don't know what to think on this mower. I mean, it says that the battery is fully charged, but I mean, there is zero power. And I mean, how many times are you ever riding your mower and it just quits on you because of the battery? I mean, it should have kept running. It seems like it's a ground issue, but I can clearly see that the ground is attached fine down there. Everything's tight on top too. I mean, I guess I can play around with that some, but maybe there's an inline fuse or something, I just don't know. know it's not the battery now. There is one fuse here, but it looks absolutely fine, but I'm going to replace it anyway just to see. Ah, that's it. We got power. That fuse does not look burnt at all. It was a 20 amp, I only had a 30. The next thing I was going to do is go cross over the solenoid because all power comes into that and then goes out. But I won't have to, I don't think. I think it'll start up now. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I think I got almost all of the grass knocked down for that first time. It's always much easier after that's done, especially when it was getting so tall. Melissa got her bees fed. She has been in this afternoon. She's canning peaches. The fruit truck or whatever came and she got a bunch of peaches and now she's been in there canning those. I have to work tomorrow, and then tomorrow evening I think we'll start getting this planted. I will see you guys on the next video.